What's up, everybody, and welcome to Free for All Friday, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl, Queen of the Prowl here. We've got a lot to talk about because we've got a Christmas Eve game to talk about with Detroit Lions versus Carolina Panthers. But before we get into that, let me bring in the rest of the crew. We've got our fan favorite, Maniac Tim. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you know what? I think it's Maniac Weather Friday because, man, we are getting hammered here in Muskegon and lots of Michigan, actually all over the damn country. But I'm doing all right just because I'm inside, Don't need to face that.
We've got a major snow blowout going on outside in Michigan right now. And one of my favorites here at Detroit Lions on the Prowl, the big old teddy bear, Mr. The ladies love him. Can't say more than that because he's got that Tupperware Tuesday and Thursday, whatever it is. LL Cool Torrance, my bro. It's been a while since you've been on Free for All Friday.
Yes. Welcome. Thank y'all for having me back. Of course, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Friday. It's bad out. If you ain't got to go out, don't go out. I used to be one of those persons that would be out, because I don't really care. But in the back of my mind, I would ask myself, like, why am I like this? I put on two coats and, do this and just to go to work. I'm like, man, why am I doing this? So if you don't got to go out, don't go out.
Yeah, it's one of those days for me that I'm thankful that I work from home because I ain't going nowhere in this mess. Nope. It is so cold. My cat has been stuck to the radiator for the past.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm filling in for Curt because Curt's got some last minute work to do on his house because he's going to the game tomorrow. Yeah. So we along with Lady Lionor. So let's just go ahead and get into the content and welcome everybody here and that has showed up in the chat. We've got Michael, Huck, good morning, Al, Tori, John Martin, Dan Spanos, King SA. Jersey is that? You know what jersey this is. The man is coming back. My boy, wearing iffy pajamas. Okay, you know how it is. And look who decided to pop on in. It is Mr. Luke G, the Reverend himself. How you doing this morning?
Hey, what's going on, family, man? I'm happy to have a day off. I was a little late. I realized it was 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks. Let me tell you.
Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, man.
Happy holidays to all of you, whatever holiday you be celebrating, whether it be Hanukkah, Christmas, or Kwanzaa, or whatever else there is going on. So you guys have a happy holiday, weekend. So let's go ahead and let's get into we've got the man of Curt, the man of Steele. Curt Steele is in the chat as well at Lions Rumble. And, we've got a Lions gangster up in the house. Well, now, hi, Tornado. That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and get into the first question. Who, in your opinion, what Lion got snubbed in the Pro Bowl selections on Wednesday? Luke, I know you've always got an interesting take, so we're going to start with you first.
Nobody got snubbed. This team wants to keep that same energy. They don't believe in you, and the fans should understand that. The national media is talking about you because they've been forced to. They don't want to talk about the Lions. They don't care about who made the Pro Bowl. I told y'all the Pro Bowl's a joke. When people try to debate me and argue me about, this person made a Pro Bowl, and I tell them the Pro Bowl's a joke. How do I know? Aaron Donald made it. How in the hell did Aaron Donald make the Pro Bowl? Like you go through the whole entire list of the Pro Bowl people. Who cares? It's a popularity contest. I know personally I voted 50 times for each person on the Lions. Ragnar got in. So I don't care. They all can. There's nobody got snubbed. Lions keep that same energy. They don't respect you. So you're going to have to earn their respect. That's all it is. And if you do that by winning out, by winning the playoff game, by pushing the next team that you beat after the playoff game on the brink of feeling like they're finna lose, Then they'll give you your respect. Until then, nobody got snubbed. And to the people who told me how great Malcolm Rodriguez was, and I told you he won't even be an alternate, hold my beer.
No, I'm not gonna say anything that against the Lions players who were, up for nomination for a Pro Bowl selection. But yeah, I don't see them have done enough to do it. I mean, I see the Pro Bowl as a popularity contest to get in there, and it really doesn't really significantly mean anything, in my opinion. So that's just what my take is. LL, you usually got an interesting take. What you got for us?
And I probably got one for you here today. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe over the last few weeks, who's the Pro Bowl starting quarterbacks? Maybe somebody might argue Jared Goff or something like that. I wouldn't, of course. One person I could think of probably be Jonah Jackson. He played real well for us this year. He played real well for us last year. I think didn't he make the Pro Bowl last year? I think, or something like that. He missed a few games or whatever it was, and you've seen the impact. But since he's been back, he's solid as ever. I know Taylor Decker made it as an alternate, but he should have been, a little bit more up there. He's one of the better. I know I've been one of his bigger critics over the last few years, but he's solid as hell, man. He's super solid this year. He's had a real good year. I don't know, maybe more offensive line representation, but overall, them other guys, maybe they shouldn't have made it, but the only one I can say for sure that I would say is like a for sure snub is probably Jonah Jackson for me.
What? You mean to tell me that the great Big V didn't make it? That's not a snub? I'm waiting for somebody to say Aiden Hutchinson so I could just be like, here we go with this BS.
I mean, but Big V didn't play at all this year, did he? So
I know, but it was sarcasm. It was sarcasm.
Hey, I was like, you try to call me a fool, man? Like, what's that?
No. What I'm saying is so many people hype up players for no reason based on the Pro Bowl, and the Pro Bowl means nothing. It's no different than an All-Star game.
It mean even less now because it ain't even a game no more. Like it's dope to be recognized, but or whatever. Like I would like to see if they have like the big man competition, like a big race or whatever. Whatever kind of little game they have. Jonah Jackson get out there. There's some people from the Lions. Just someone I'm watching. I could say I could have a vested interest in. Like I'm not just saying, fuck all these people. I don't care because I don't. If I don't like you, I don't care. Most times. So,
You honestly think Jonah Jackson deserved not a Super Bowl, but a Pro Bowl spot?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. He's one of the better left guards in the game, right? He plays real well for us. So yeah.
All right. Tim, what you got? Yeah, I know you're chomping at the bit to make your selection.
Okay. Well, just because Luke said this, I got it. With 35 sacks, I got to go with Aiden Hutchinson. We know he got those 35 sacks.
Tim's coming in with the violence. Tim's bringing that white diamonds to you, Luke.
Look, I will tell you what. I'm shocked that he would even nominate him when he knows darn well that the best player is Kirby Joseph. According to Pro Football Focus, he's the best safety in all of football.
I knew somebody was going to bring up that name. I knew somebody was going to bring it up.
I mean, listen. Did you see him last week? He shut it down. Not a single person got a pass on him. No place was given up on him. They avoided him. Oh, well, I'm sorry. That was Sauce Gardner. My bad. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay.
Oh, Luke just like Luke got into that holiday eggnog early. Okay, it's okay.
But like I said, 35 sacks. He didn't even get 35. So, but no. But as far as the perception of the team and stuff like that, we shouldn't just take it though, just because they don't respect us and say, "Oh, we got to prove it." I mean, hell. We got to make some damn noise. We got to go ahead and rub it in their face because anytime anybody disrespects you, you got to shove it in their face and say, what the hell, why you picked it. So just because we're the Lions, they don't need to discount us, and that's my point of view.
So there's quite a few people in the chat talking about Swift now being the snub. What do you guys think of that one?
Well, if he would have played more and not been hurt for so many games, I could see that.
Williams. Maybe Jamal.
Yeah, Williams.
Yeah, but Jamal Williams, he a short yardage back that where we get to the red zone, a lot of the cases he scored a bunch of touchdowns. I get it. But I really just don't believe that the Pro Bowl matters. And I know that some people get excited about it. I know that some people live by it. But I don't know if I could say Swift got snubbed because Swift, like Tim said, he hasn't really been healthy. It's going to be hard for you to find somebody who's been healthy and consistent for all these games. And so the fact that Frank Ragnow made it, okay, great. But no, tell me when we get to the All Pros. That's what I want to know. When we start talking about All Pros, who should be an All Pro or All Pro honorable mention or second team All Pro, then we can talk about it.
How about Amon St. Brown?
As an All Pro or a Pro Bowl?
As a Pro Bowler, was that a snub?
No.
Yeah.
Listen,
maybe
you started 1-6. You already have a history of losing, according to the national media in the National Football League fan base. You lost on Thanksgiving. They're not giving us anything, people. Okay, he's not a fan favorite. He's our fan favorite, but he's not a national darling. You know, he's not. If it was Calvin Johnson could have played 4 games and still made the Pro Bowl. I mean, hell, Aaron Donald did it, right? But the reality is we have to just accept it as it is. Nobody got snubbed.
Maybe. I mean, I agree. I want to say this above all. I agree with you, Luke G. Nobody, whatever. I don't care. Nobody. If you want to say nobody got snubbed, I can see that point. But like to say Amon-Ra, like the real respect Amon-Ra St. Brown, like the people who know what they're talking about when they bring up the Lions and they talk about certain things. His name get mentioned. He's a good one, but I can understand why he didn't make it. Also, it's some big names. It's popularity, man. It's whatever. But I also agree with you on that though. Like I want to see what I give more creed to, of course. What really mattered, them All Pros. Now I truly believe that Amon-Ra St. Brown deserves to make one of them All Pro teams.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
This Pro Bowl, like I don't, whatever. It's good to talk about, but whatever.
Is the Pro Bowl to you actually even relevant?
Not really.
Not really.
See, no, it's just a flat out no for me. Hell no, hell nah, no, nada, no. How you say it in French? No. Like whatever other language you could think of, it's just no. It's not. The Pro Bowl is a popularity contest. It is Madden Ultimate Team. It's fantasy football. It's just not. It's not relevant or real, and there's no stock into it. That's why if you ever hear me talk about players, you never hear me bring up 2 things: Pro Football Focus or Pro Bowl. I could care less about the Pro Bowl. Stafford got snubbed a lot of years, and I went, "Who's doing more with less?" So I don't care. I just don't care about the Pro Bowl. It lost its respect a long time. In fact, the last good Pro Bowl game was when Sean Taylor, RIP to the big homie, when Sean Taylor was in it. That's the last good one.
Yeah.
And actually, a lot of the players that get selected don't even go.
Yeah.
When it was a game, when it was a lot of your
they don't care.
Right.
Why would you go? Why would you go and play glorified flag football? Exactly. Get yourself injured for no reason and no purpose.
Right.
Do we even need to have a Pro Bowl anymore? Do we even need to have this stuff anymore? I mean, honestly.
I like the skills competition. Like that's I'm interested in that. I'll watch that. Other than that,
the Pro Carnival. No.
Okay. All right. I think we beat this one into a dead horse. So we're gonna move on to the next question. How confident are you that Detroit can win out and make the postseason this year, and why?
Who's starting out?
LL, you don't get much time here.
All right.
You go ahead.
I'm fairly confident, man. I think it's definitely all winnable games. The toughest game is going to be that one in Green Bay. for the basically to get in there. I think we can win that game, man. It's gonna come down to them. I know it sounds dumb and it sounds simple and it sounds cliche, but you just got to go out there and play like you want to do it. Go out there and mean business. Go out there, don't play around. Don't what I'm saying? Don't go high 0 for however many on fourth down. Play the smart game. Play the good game. How we have been over this little win streak we've been on. Like do the smart thing, do the right thing, and a lot of these games we're gonna be in there in the end anyway. So do it like that. I feel like we'll win right on out, without much trouble either. Like I said, toughest game is gonna be in Green Bay, but fuck them. We could definitely stomp on them at home. They ain't nobody.
Yeah, I said from the very beginning of the season, I was probably one of the only ones that did it, but that said that they would have the ability to be able to make the playoffs and go 10-7. And I see that as a very real possibility. I don't see Green Bay being a threat, especially if they get kicked out of the playoff contention. They're not going to play Rodgers. They're not going to play anybody. So it's just going to be just like forget the end of the season with that game. But Carolina for me is an easy win, and the Bears have been struggling. So I don't see where that's going well for Chicago coming to Ford Field. So where's the loss, Tim? What you think?
I think as long as they don't think like you, they'll do good. And why I'm saying that is because in the past the Lions have did this. They have underestimated their opponents, and they have played down to their ability. If they don't become the old Lions and just think that they got the game in hand, and actually like Torrance said, ball out, play your best play to win, make smart decisions. Yeah, all these games are winnable, but at the same time, all these games can be losable if you guys don't bring your A game. Because and another thing about Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers is probably still pissed off about us going ahead and starting, giving him his second straight loss in a row that started their downfall. So you got to take a look at the pettiness as far as what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. And if Green Bay can go ahead and play spoiler and knock us out of the playoffs, they will. But if we go ahead and we, like I say, play that A game and don't underestimate them, and also do not overestimate them either. Go in every game with the confidence that you can win, but also don't just rely on that they're going to lay down and lose.
Hey, can I, if y'all would allow, can I tell y'all, if y'all allow me to interrupt, can I tell you a real short story about Aaron Rodgers?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Fuck him.
Amen, brother.
It's FTP all day. I know there was a Lions fan that commented, I believe yesterday, that was like, because they see the headline about one of our videos, and was like, I can't even watch a video with this type of title. And I'm like, why are you judging the content based on the title? Why don't you actually listen to the video and figure out that here at Detroit Lions on the Prowl, we're FTP all day, baby. This
Why
is not
just like if you saw that from like Ohio State YouTube talking about Michigan, would you be surprised? No, you'd be like, oh, look at that. They hate each other. Ha, ha, ha. Go greatest rivalry in America. So shut up.
It's called rivalry. I mean, that's the fun of the sport is rivalry,
Whatever. I don't care. I don't know nobody in Wisconsin. If I did, I'd say fuck them. I don't care.
I've only been to Wisconsin once, and I got lost in the fog trying to make it from Illinois back to Michigan one time. And I was like, I will never go back to that creepy Children of the Corn experience ever again. So, Luke, what do you got? What do you think about this? How confident are you that Detroit can win out and make the postseason?
I expect them to win. I expect for them to win out and finish 10-7. That's my expectation. I don't think it's nothing need to be said. I don't need to go down the list of teams or what they can and what they can't do. We'll have many shows for that to come along. They should win. They should win out.
Yeah. Super Saiyan says the Detroit Lions are going to shock the world and make it to the NFC Championship. Now, Michael Huck has brought an interesting thing up here. The weather in Green Bay, or the weather in Carolina, is going to get us ready for Green Bay. Going to be cold tomorrow. What are you guys' thoughts on, because Detroit's such as a dome team pretty much, so how do you think that the weather is going to affect this whole situation with them making the postseason?
Okay, well, wasn't it cold at the Jets last
yeah, but now we're entering blizzard season in the Midwest.
But as far as is there going to be like a lot of snow, and I mean, I can see the snow, the snow actually affecting it. But as far as being cold, I thought they played pretty well in the cold last week. So you got to look at that too. Now if it's going to be the snow and the blowing and stuff like that, yeah, that could affect it. But I just think that all teams need to rise to the occasion, and if you want it bad enough, and you just go ahead and you don't give up the victory, you go ahead and you take it. You go ahead and you open up like Grandizer 12 said, what brings out the maniac in me? Well, you know what? The damn Lions players better bring out the maniac in them and just open up a can of, like the Rock says, a can of whip ass and just kick their candy asses, because that's what they got to do. They just got to release the inner beast and just go ahead and take control and say, hey, we may be a dome team, but we do live in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But we also may have an issue because if there could be some minor problems in being able to make the play calls and adjustments, because if it's windy and all of that stuff, you've got Michael Batchley trying to make a field goal kick and it going and good Lord, please don't do the dink, the double doink. Yeah, I'm bringing the Bears curse to you. No, I'm kidding. But
next week.
But I'm going to be looking forward to that because, the Bears that'll be an indoor game though, so that won't be that big of a problem. But it could be a problem in the last game, especially if Green Bay decides to be arrogant douchebags. They could try to knock the Lions just on purpose to be as miserable as them and not making the playoff scenario. I could see Aaron Rodgers being that big of a douchebag for that, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a concern. I really don't. So yeah, I think that Detroit's really going to be able to make the postseason this year. I'm really looking forward to it and seeing what happens. I'm really going to love to see what happens in the Bears and the Lions game, because that was going to be my first NFL game experience ever.
Let me. I want to say something about the weather. Like the good thing about that is it's some. Growing up doing anything outside competitively, they got to play outside too. What I'm saying? It's cold to them too. So whatever it is, and that's good old football weather. Anybody that's I guess that's that's fair to say. Any football player shouldn't be scared to play in the cold anyway. So
yeah, but see, the Lions though, they're all the players are used to being in Michigan. They should be used to be playing in cold. Where Carolina ain't playing, they may not know about all that all the time. So.
But what's the difference? It's just cold, whatever.
Yeah, but down in the South, they shut down like there's a snowflake and the whole town shut down. So
Yeah, but good thing they playing football at night, trying to not trying to drive to the grocery store.
I don't know. Somebody may be driving through the stadium. Who knows? Depending on the weather.
But what we got travel anyway. We could put it on the ground. We can run it. So whatever kind of weather. Whatever. We can't let. As long as the weather doesn't affect our quarterback, how it had in the past, and he's played okay outside so far this season, and it ain't been all sunshine in the games we played outside. So it's been some rather tough conditions. So I got enough faith that they'll put a game plan together to not let that affect them.
The best part of the game plan was the coaching staff deciding to head on out right after practice and to avoid all this weather storm. because we might have the Lions might have got stuck here in Michigan if they would have waited any longer. Yeah. We might have had to forfeit that game.
I just don't understand how we're talking about weather. Like, a Carolina winter is a Michigan summer. Why is this even a conversation? Like, it's not even like that's not a thing.
Green Bay.
Yeah, it's more going into the rest of the entire the rest of the season.
Right, that Green Bay game.
We live in Michigan. Give it 5 minutes, it'll be hot. Another 5 minutes, it'll be raining. 10 more minutes after that, it's back to winter.
I'm with you.
It's Michigan. We Michigan for a reason.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! Hey, the doctor Detroit. The doctor is always in. I see you, bro. So let's just go ahead and get into the next question. Where does Ben Johnson attack the stingy Carolina Panthers defense? LL, what you got?
On the ground. This is gonna be one of them games. Like I said on the show, I think it was yesterday. This is one of them Jamal Williams type games, one of them Amon-Ra St. Brown type games. It's a tough ass game here. You run it. You punch him in the head, punch him in the face, punch him in the body, run him over, man. That's their defense is solid. They're not really that good anywhere. I like Derek Brown a lot, but and I'm not saying that we just so great that we can, or maybe we are that great, whatever. But no, run it, and play action, of course, that works. But get it to the playmakers, get it to St. Brown, Jamal Williams. Tough. This is, like I said, tough game. Should be won in the trenches. So attack them there. If Curt said the weather conditions. You can, we've been working on the deep connection. That always works. If if we get with the wind, if we get in the direction with the wind, try it out, take a deep shot or two, but mostly attack them on the ground. That's what we're good at.
See, this is why I like LL. He's my young Padawan in violence. See, I have trained him well, but no. So Tim, what do you think?
Yeah, well, actually, LL kind of stole my thunder because I was going to say go ahead and sneak in a couple of long passes every once in a while. Once you got them believing that you're just going to stay on the ground and stuff like that. So, but yeah, definitely on the ground, play action pass. Just weaken them up and then surprise them. And as the game developed, if you see some weaknesses that you can exploit them.
For me, it's run the damn ball, 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 run the damn. Can I say it enough? Run the damn ball. Just run the damn ball. Beat the ass. You got Iffy out there. Make him do the spear that I've been waiting for. I'm waiting for that spear, y'all. That spear coming. It's coming. It's coming. I'm calling it. It's coming, and I can't wait because I got the Iffy pajamas. So he's going to start in the safety, and he's going to spear the shit out of them, these motherfuckers. Look what you got.
Yeah.
First of all, Tim Boyle, I'm throwing a flag on the play. You said the stingy Panthers.
White Diamonds cancels Tim Boyle. Okay, no.
I call bull on that. Listen, I'm on total disrespect today. This the Panthers. All right, I'm not trying to be funny. It's the Panthers. How do you attack them any way you want? What do they do better than us? What do they do better than us? They don't run the ball better than us. They don't pass better than us. They don't have better defense than us. Nothing they do is better than us. They coaching. If they even got that, it's not better than us. Whatever you want. You want to know how to attack them, do whatever you want.
They got some good guys over there.
I didn't ask what they had. I said, what do they do better than us? Right? Like you can have Michael Jordan, but if he on a bench, who cares? Right? Like I'm just saying, what do they do better than us? It's the Panthers. I'm mad that we didn't put 40 up on the Jets. Did you see what the Jaguars did to them? They never had a chance. We need to beat them down. Do whatever you want to. You want to know how to attack them on offense and defense? Do whatever you want. It's going to be that kind of party. All right? I hate to say it, but it's the reality. Do whatever you want. Have your way.
Radical Luke.
Oh my gosh.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, that's what brings out the maniac in me. Just going ahead and opening up a can of whip ass and just going ahead and domination. Dominate your opponent, man. Just dominate it.
So if you think that if the Lions are going to do what Luke said, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell. You know, we're you know, help us share this content to more Lions fans.
100%.
Go get your gear at fanatics.com. The link is in the description. Or, you know, some Wolverine gear, you know, support.
We should have literally like a Super Saiyan level like up there. Like, you know how when Vegeta found out how strong Frieza was, like he's 9,000. I should see like 9,000 votes. This should be a total annihilation. They should never feel like they were in this game. They should feel like, you know what? I'm ready to go home. I got presents to wrap up. My grandmother coming in from out of town. I make sure she's picked up. They should be thinking about they should be planning for the new year. Like, you know what?
They should be bad. They should be mad about having to go home and pick them greens.
Yeah, they should be upset. They should be in the game with a planner route, trying to plan out the rest of their 2023 year. Like, this game should be so ugly, and it should be like you if you gave Jacksonville a black eye, you should give them like broken bones. It should be like a really bad game. It shouldn't even be close.
It should be like Luke's son in the background, just going violent on everything.
Yeah, he's literally in the background playing with the Spider-Man toys, and he's doing the Smash Brothers version of the Spider-Man. So hey, let them have at it.
He's bringing that energy, man. The Panthers are gonna go home, crawl under the Christmas tree, lick their wounds, and cough up hairballs. But yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, as soon as I said his name, as soon as I called him out, and look at your son just like, what? He's like, who talking about me? Who talking about me?
He looked up and heard me talking about Spider-Man. He's like, oh, well, he got some more? No, I don't.
Okay, so what do you guys think should be Aaron Glenn's game plan versus the Sam Donald-led Carolina offense? Tim, what do you think?
Well, I think we got to go ahead and just sack that damn Donald, because, you know, we still owe him some from when he was with the Jets, and we gave him the first win under Fatty Matty Patricia, you know, of his career. So we just got to go ahead and sack him and put him on his ass. Probably about 100 times would do good.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you know, and, you know, stop their runs. You know, just, like Luke said, domination personified.
Yeah, absolutely. Ella, what you got?
The only thing that they really can do is run it. So stop the run. You know, stuff that mud. We've been pretty decent at that. The front seven been playing real well. Go at playing forward. So yeah, you know, more of that. Stop them, stuff that run. He'll give it to you. You know, he'll put it on the ground. He'll throw it to you. You know, you make him throw it and make him lose the game.
Get some interceptions.
I say bully pull and beat the shit out of him. Just go out there and be like Bobby Boucher and tackle the shit out of everybody. I don't give a fuck. Luke, what you think?
Just do the opposite of what you did versus the Jacks. That's it. Just do the opposite. Go find your best defensive game and do that same thing. Listen, y'all don't understand. I'm so disrespectful about this. This is like I almost want to go to sleep and just wake up to see that we won. Like, it's not. I don't see any real thing that they got to do strategically other than just come out and just say, you know what, you're not better than us, and I'm going to show you. That's it. I'm on total disrespect for the Panthers right now. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I see.
We Dodger Detroit is calling for violence for you there, Luke. Luke, I had a question you missed. If we pick up Roquan Smith and draft Carter and Porter, how far would that take this defense?
Oh,
like, they're going to pick up Roquan. Like,
oh, man.
I mean, the thing is this. I think it's still too early to talk draft of any sort, and I think it's too early to talk free agency of any sort. We got 3 games ahead of us. Let's talk playoffs. Let's talk about who we may be playing in the playoffs. Let's talk about who we may play in the second round of the playoffs. I don't want to keep skipping over things, even though I'm disrespectful to the Panthers. They're still in front of us, and I don't want to skip all 3 of these games and start talking about draft because at this point we're not a losing team that should be focused on the draft. Those days is over. That would be some same old Lions fan stuff, in my opinion. So, ask me that question when we ain't playing no more.
No.
Well, let me sneak an answer in there because
Go ahead.
number one, shut up, Luke G. I like talking about the draft, but no, number two.
I'm so sad.
We are. You're right. We're not a losing team this year, but we got a losing team's pick. So we can it's fun to talk about it, but I don't know. It's just like it's stuff to talk about pretty much. But yeah, that's all.
Oh my God. The Grandizer says the Panthers don't have to be better than you, just be better than you that day. Any given Sunday, don't sleep on them. They could still win that division.
Exactly. Listen, they can win the division, the NFC South, a trash division. That got we talk to me when they can win the NFC North. Oh wait, they're not. Talk to me when they can win the NFC. No, they're not. I don't know. Any given Sunday, if you losing to this Panther team, when I just need a person to tell me what they do better than us. If you're losing to that team, don't come then start talking to me about draft. You can't lose to this team. You can't. The same way Aaron Rodgers said, you can't lose like that to that team. It's the same thing. You cannot lose to this team. No, unacceptable.
So how are you going to feel if they do?
That they're the same alliance. That's how I'll feel, because that's something that the Lions where's our progress? If we go ahead and lose to this damn team, then they are the same alliance. That's how I'll feel. But go ahead and beat this team and prove that you're better. Don't let those any given day be I thank you for the comment, but you got to prove that this is a game of collision and go ahead and collide those MFs right into the ground.
Anything can happen, but I think that Lions fans need to stop the emotional roller coaster where if they lose a game that should have been easily won, that they're like, oh, the end of the world is nigh. Chicken Little is, stop. Just stop. It's gonna be all right, yo. It's gonna be all right.
I'll be pissed if they lose. Like I ain't one of them. I get it. Depending on unless Bang come out and do some explode the stadium, and they be like, all right, it's the Lions' fault. They get a loss, but I would really you can't. I understand what he's saying though. You can't lose this game. If the plan is to make the playoffs and stuff, like he said, we focusing on talking about who we play in the playoffs. You can't lose this game. This ain't a game you should lose at all.
Right. Mm-hmm. And actually, they already lost some of those games earlier in the year. That's how they became 1-6. So that needs to be out of the system now. Those any given day, those any given games were at the beginning of the season. This is the end of the season. We're in a playoff run. We got to stand high and strong and just go ahead and bitch slap some people.
Absolutely. You got to hold faith at this point. You really, really do, because you're on a momentum swing. You can't drop the ball with it. You're at the homeward stretch. You just give it everything you've got and just collapse and exhaust at the end of the season. But you've got to pull all the stops out at this point. So speaking of that, with Michael Huck saying with a young team, do you think that the pressure will play a role when it comes to making the playoffs? Because all the eyes are on Detroit right now as far as making that wild card spot. So do you think that the pressure is going to be affecting any of these guys?
No, it shouldn't. Because what's the real pressure? This is what you play the game for. You play the game to win. So if you wake up every morning, whatever, and you preparing to go out there and win, this ain't nothing anyway. Go out there and win the damn game. You should feel like how we feel. Damn, we gave away a few earlier in the year. Shit, we can't lose now. Let's not lose. So So yeah, let's I don't feel that the pressure should affect anything, and I trust that the guys on the coaching staff should get them prepared enough that there won't be there won't be the pressure that'll break it. We put the pressure on them. We playing some teams we should to play for too, like you said. Carolina trying to get in there. They trying to win their division. As bad as it is, they can win it. So yeah, they got to win too. So yeah, no, y'all in the fight with us. Y'all got to beat us. So
Yeah, I agree with LL. What pressure? Half of y'all they make the Pro Bowl. Half of y'all probably not gonna make All Pro. They don't respect you. There is no pressure. They're expecting you to lose. They're talking about you because they're waiting on your downfall. There's no pressure. The only pressure that there is for you to simply just keep the noise on the outside out. That's it. The young and all that. No, come on. Tell me the guy who had tight end running 51 yards for a touchdown. I wait. There's no pressure. Although I did say that in order for us to win that game, we got to run the ball and hit the tight ends a lot. But still, this is not a pressure game and based on this is not it. This is another opportunity to push the agenda further. It's not a division game, although it's a conference game. I don't see where the pressure comes from. I just don't.
Absolutely. Well, isn't that what y'all get paid the big bucks for, to show up when the lights come on? That's what that's what you're there for. So I mean, if you're letting the pressure affect you at this point in the season, you need to there's some things you need to work on, or you may need to think about a different career choice, because that's what this whole sport is about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen, baby. Just get out the kitchen, and it's all what it is. So let's go into some game prediction then. So who wins, and what's the final score? LL? We know Maniac's gonna go nuts, but look.
I'm trying to remember what I said yesterday. I think I said 27. I think I said 27-13.
27-13.
Yeah, Jamal Williams get loose a couple. I want to see, since we ain't seen DeAndre Swift on the injury report in a while, and the O-line. I know we ain't wholly intact, but we got the guys that we got. So I want to see DeAndre Swift get loose. I know I said this is Jamal Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown game, but I'd love to see DeAndre Swift get loose, man. Let's say about 15 carries, 120 yards, a touchdown or two, maybe one through the air, something like that. Nothing too crazy.
Absolutely. Okay, so Luke, before we get to Tim's crazy thing, we'll go with Luke. Luke, what you got?
Look, Tim, this ain't gonna take long. 2 scores. Tim up.
Okay. All right. Well, actually, I did say on my show the other day that it would be 34-14, but I'm hoping for 50-7.
Oh, wow.
I'm hoping for that. But I'm thinking it'll be at least 34-14.
Come on, you can't do better than my Maniac Tim score of 100-2. No.
Right. Didn't say I wanted 50.
Because that's what we came out. He's gonna be 101-2 tomorrow. Yeah. No, I don't think it's good.
Hey, the 101-2 is gonna be next week.
Yeah. And then
No.
Exactly. Hey, I'm gonna be sitting between 2 Bears fans, and I'm gonna be loving it.
Absolutely. That's so funny, because Lidar and Lidar were talking about that too, because it's like, oh yeah, it's Jim's tribute on the first day of 2023, and who's coming to the tribute? 2 Bears fans.
Oh, man.
And of course, the daughters will be there too. And
yeah, of course.
So I'll have some Lions fans there too that I know.
But for tomorrow's game, we've got our man of Steele going and to experience the game along with Michael Huck and a few other people so make sure you go find Curt Steele at the game and tell him hi and give him some love.
Say what up, though.
Yeah, we want them selfies. We want them pictures. We want you to share them. So check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. Share your photos with us. We want to see your photos of the game, and we want to see you with Curt, and Lady Lionor will be there as well. So we will be recapping that game afterwards. She's going to be driving home. So we're going to be talking about that. So you're going to get the live game experiences from both people with the Linus Slayer on Saturday night at 8. And then on Monday morning when LL celebrates Victory Monday in whatever garb he chooses, hopefully he's fully clothed. We never know. Sometimes, those edibles kick in, but,
Not at 4 a.m. Heavens no.
I thought you were a 24/7 type guy, LL.
Yeah,
Come on! I thought you were hanging out at the strip club at 9 a.m. What you talking about? He's like, I ain't admitting to nothing. My mama's watching.
I admit to it. That be in Vegas. When you're out of town, you party hard.
What stays in Vegas, or what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
Nope, you go there and you be like, yeah, Vegas, and then you bring a girl back, and I'm just kidding. You don't.
Oh, let's see what some of the game predictions that our Proud Fit Nation family is coming up with. Dr. Detroit, 24-17 Lions. Yep, I am excited about getting his first start in a long while. So yes, I will be wearing. Yes, Iffy and CJ Moore will both be playing in the spot of Deshaun Elliott. That was announced yesterday.
Okay. I thought you were about to say that they are the two starting safeties. I was like, oh, lordy.
No, they're filling in for Deshaun Elliott. They are both. Iffy's been out for a while. My boy's been, on the sidelines, ready to jump back in.
I'm okay with that, but I thought it was CJ Moore and Iffy was our starting safeties.
No. I don't think. I don't think so. I hope not. But but I do hope to see Iffy make a big splash tomorrow. I will be extremely happy. Michael Huck, 34-14 Lions. Joseph Osteen, 27-16. Dan Spanos, 31-17. Everybody's thinking they're going to be in the 10-17 range, under 20. They're not going to score much. Super Saiyan, 28-10. This is going to be a swift game.
I hope so. Should be.
Lions 21, Panthers 10 from our Keith Gates. Well, who else we got? Tornado, Lions 28-16. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, happy holidays to all of you guys. I think this is going to be a really great game. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a great Christmas present for Lions fans this weekend. With a victory, I think this is going to be amazing. Brian Stover, 13-10 Lions. Y'all are thinking this is going to be a low scoring game. They're just going to sit there and they're just going to score every 2 seconds. It's going to be the holiday gift for me to you y'all. They're just going to score every drive.
Who's been taking their edibles now? No.
Who's to say we haven't been? With the way Free for All Friday goes for us, you never know who's got the edibles going on. But I give up. So make sure to check us out. Come hang out with us tomorrow.
Oh, definitely.
On Lions Nation Unite. Where That is the whole app for game fans, you know. So you can chat live during the game, hang out, have a good time, and keep warm and comfy, and and not have to worry about all that snow and whatever outside. You can just hang out with other Lions fans and watch some great football and chat with us. We're in there, and then after the game, come hang out with us at the Lioness Lair at 8:00 tomorrow. And then celebrate Victory Monday with us on Monday. So make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, and we're gonna get into the final thoughts. So LL, what final thoughts do you got for us today?
Oh man, Merry Christmas, everybody. Celebrate however you guys celebrate, whatever we understand, however you look at it, religious reasons, not religious reasons, just don't be mad at nobody around this time. It's a lot going on. Just don't focus on that part. If you got family, focus with your family. You got friends, be with them. If you don't, try to find some kind of positive out of it. We lost our pops a couple of years ago. And my pops love to celebrate, you know what I'm saying? Brown liquor and good weed, that's how we do a lot of things. So celebrate however you got to celebrate. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year's. We got that coming up. Love on somebody. Love everybody. Tell somebody love me if you ain't. Whatever you got. If you got a few quarters to give somebody, go give them some annihilators and say, hey, here's Merry Christmas. Whatever it is, thought that counts anyway, right? So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Friday. Have some fun. Drink some, whatever. Nope, that's it. Have fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tim, what you got?
Okay, well, first of all, if they win their last 3 games, then my prediction of 10 games or better at the beginning of the season will come true. So let's win these last 3 games, and that way we got those 10 wins. But hey, Merry Christmas. I want to thank everybody in the chats. I know we did not get to everybody's comments. I mean, it's very great. You guys are the backbone of this channel in the chat. All these comments, we do really, really appreciate you. And also, hey, come check out my channel too. You can also find that at it's Tim's Maniac Sports YouTube, Twitch TV, just Maniac Sports, and also on Facebook.
Absolutely. And speaking of what Tim says, we do, even though we may not display every comment, we see every comment, we respond to you guys, we love you guys. And I want to say something too, because this is the time of year that mental health becomes a major, major, major issue. And, y'all know it's been a rough year for me. Mm-hmm. And all of you guys have been ride or die for me. This was a very dark week for me, out of the blue, unexpectedly. And so many of you have popped up on, direct messages and Facebooks to just give, some encouragement and support and such love. And that is what makes me proud to be the queen of the prowl here at Detroit Lions on the Prowl with the Prowl Nation family. Because you know what? Nobody else can say this on YouTube, but we are a real fucking family. And I was the outside influence. I'm the Bears fan, whatever, and it has made absolutely no difference. You guys stick with us, ride or die, and that's why we do everything that we do for you. We love each and every single one of you. I hope that you have every blessing on earth sent your way. Okay, Grandizer, I'll growl for you.
You're right.
Tim say do it right. Tim say you didn't do it right.
Yeah, as far as the Panthers growl, meow.
No, the Panthers growl is meow, meow, meow.
The Panthers shouldn't even be growling. They should be dead and right. As soon as the game starts, we should be like hunters with an unfair advantage. I'm just saying we got a drone strike waiting for the damn Panther. It should be taken down. I'm sorry. This should be a beat down.
Amen, brother. Amen.
You know what?
100% agree.
The Prowl Nation wants you. The Prowl Nation wants you to dive in a pool of ketchup if we win, Fluke G.
And nobody, listen. Even Superman had a weakness. And nobody likes ketchup around here. We don't know nothing about no ketchup. We ain't never seen ketchup. I don't even like tomatoes no more. Okay, I eat my pieces with Alfredo sauce. Okay, I just want y'all to know
wow.
we don't talk about ketchup around here. This team mustard over here. All right,
So what you
I hate both of
put
those.
in your hot and crispy fries?
Plain.
ranch dressing.
Oh no.
You need
Absolutely.
a chocolate frosty from Wendy's for your fries, man.
No,
What?
I can't do
Oh, that's a new one. I gotta try that.
Yeah,
I can't.
Jim introduced you to
I
that.
can't
You
do that.
gotta
gotta
get a
try it.
chocolate frosty, yes, for your fries. I taught Jim that one. I'm the one that taught Jim that one.
Okay.
So you're dipping your fries in the frosty.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
they be
sounds
doing that.
fat, but it sounds delightful. I just can't wait to
No,
try.
I know a lot of people. Yeah, I know a lot of people do that.
Hey, it's a lot better than ketchup. I hate ketchup.
No, it is not.
Oh yeah, you gotta do the Wendy's hot. They gotta be hot dough. They gotta be hot and fresh. You gotta have hot and fresh, and then dip them in the cool frosty, the chocolate frosty. And trust me, it's good shit. So, Luke, what are your final thoughts today? I know you've got your church sermon geared up and ready to go. What you got for us?
It's gonna be a little different. I think that everyone said a lot of beautiful, kind words, and a lot of us are dealing with a lot. And I'm happy to see that it was so much positivity at the end of the show. I don't really have a big quote today, but what I do have is a simple message. Just hold on to all the memories. I think that the year is getting ready to come to a close. For many of us, we ready for this year to be over and done with. And I echo a lot of what everyone on the panel said here today, where we are a real family. We are 100% supportive of each other. I've had quite a few events happen recently myself, and y'all showed up in full force. And so, salute to you all. It's the holidays. The real thing I want y'all to do is this: is simply look at your phone book. If you have 200 numbers in your phone book, you need to send out either 200 text messages or make 200 phone calls and just say, "Hey, I didn't want nothing. I just wanted you to know that I love you and I appreciate you, and I can't wait to see what the future has for us." And just leave it there. But just enjoy family, hold on to the memories, and keep your strength and yourself up. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. I know we're looking, forward to this year coming to a close. Man, this has been a rough year for a lot of us, but you know what? 2023 is around the corner, and it's time for a fresh start. We, as a family, we're gonna rock out 2023. We're gonna rock out tomorrow. We're gonna rock out the rest of the season. And as Curt likes to always tell us, right? I'm not gonna do it like he does it, but you know what you gotta do, you gotta boss up, you gotta ball out, and you gotta be the best version of you that you can be. From all of us here at Detroit Lions on the Prowl, we love you. We thank you for all your support. We want to keep rocking with you, so keep rocking with us, because we gonna make this fandom just explode, because we are the Proud Nation family. And of course, happy holidays. If I don't see you until after the holidays are over. And of course, we love you, Jim. We can't end the show without saying that. So,
RLP,
y'all
man.
have a good one.